So this week we are going to show you how it transformed an abandoned boat into this.
Yeah, but we've been working on that for like 3 months already. Yeah. So it was too much footage to put into one episode. So if you're new here, you can click on this link somewhere and you can check episode number 1 when we washed this boat that was abandoned for 22 years and brought the boat back to life, and then we started painting. It's a long process, but this is where we finish the transformation. This week we paint the deck and we apply the varnishing on the boat. It's better to say, it's just showing, right?
Yeah, so let's get started.
I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And for the past year, we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected, this abandoned sailboat. So we are going to stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're going to go back and finish the house. After a week of rain, check this out. Perfect day for painting. So we are getting ready to start painting the hull with the final color, I mean the final 5 coats of orange. And really soon we're going to be able to apply varnishing tomorrow, hopefully. But let's check it out.
You guys must be confused.
Yeah. Didn't we paint already the boat 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah. Why are we painting again then?
There were some spots that were not that good, as we comment on the other video.
Yeah. We saw that some of the fairing compound should be sanded a little bit more. If we sanded more the fairing compound, it would look a lot better. And as we still had some paint left, we decided that it's the right thing to do. I mean, the boat don't need to be perfect, but as we have the paint already, and we have people working on the boat for 3 months and they are willing to sand again, why not? Just hang on, get some coffee. It's taking a long time, but it's gonna be worth because the result is just amazing.
The reality.
Yeah, that's the truth. Sometimes it might be boring to watch the whole thing, but that's the reality. It takes long in order to get a good result. You need to get a lot of hours of work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's get to the work.
So?
Let's get started. They're just cleaning, taking off all the dust, and getting ready for the next 5 coats of orange. So how's it looking?
Good.
Yeah. This is coat number 3 and it's already looking really, really good.
Number 3 of today, right?
Yeah, it's like number,
today is number 3.
Total number 8,
yeah.
But today is number 3 and it's promising. Look at this. Looking pretty, really good, and hopefully with another 2 coats we are gonna be able to not be painted orange. Yeah, we are hoping that in another 2 coats it's gonna be all flush, like all the same orange color with any like with no bed. Yeah, you can still see a little bit the
I'm not going there because I'm not wearing adequate.
Yeah.
Correct clothes.
Yeah, on this coat you can see a little bit of fairing compound, but not much. Hopefully with 2 more it's gonna be 100% covered the fairing compound. If not, we need to give a few other ones tomorrow, but hopefully we don't need, and tomorrow we can finally apply the varnishing. I can't wait to see this done with varnishing, and like we don't need to touch the side of the boat again, and we can start on the top.
I can't wait to see the painting finish and to start working with another things that we need to do.
Actually, I'm excited to see all the hatches back in place
yes.
and back on the uncovered area, so we can work inside, and it's gonna be another life. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and if it takes long, and we need to do it. You need to do it right, and you do it once.
And it seems that this week is gonna be a promising week. It's gonna be sunny.
supposedly today is Monday, supposedly we have sun until Saturday. That's gonna be a great week. Fingers crossed. Time for a smoke house. To smoking here, but it's looking good.
As you can tell, the sun is back.
Yeah, really strong, but the color is great. I think that's the last orange painting day, and tomorrow or the day after we are gonna apply the varnishing, hopefully. If not, we apply another day of orange, but it's looking good so far. So far so good. So, did you like it?
Yeah, it's way better now.
Yeah. Oh, the orange is, I'm pretty sure it's done. We need to wait until tomorrow to see if we find any imperfection, but
Nah,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
perfect.
I think now that's it, right? Yeah, it's too much. This has already 4 coats of orange and an extra 6 coats, so that's like 10 coats of orange.
Yeah, some
No,
of
it's not
them
4.
went out when they
No, it's
sent.
5 coats of orange plus 6, but after the 5th we send, so that's considered 10. 4 plus 6. 10 is enough, right? Yeah, 10 is enough.
Because we paint more coats than usual because this is a thin paint, so we apply more layers than usual.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of really thin layers, and we need to cover all the fairing compound, and now it looks great. And now we need to wait until tomorrow, light sand, and then
Varnishing.
varnishing. Yeah, I'm really curious to see after the varnishing, because they say it's gonna pop up the color even more.
And I'm also curious to see the deck painted, and they will start to paint the deck this week.
Yeah.
And about the bottle paint.
Oh, the bottom paint is just in the future, because the bottom paint, as it's anti-fouling paint, it cannot stay outside of the water for too long, so we're gonna do that right before we go to the water. And we are curious to check out without the plastic, because we cannot see the. I want to see the how you call it? The toe rail on white. That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but less talking, more action.
We
See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. It's pretty good. Happy. Excited. It's funny how you get excited with something and then you get curious to something else. Next step is to see these in varnishing and these in white. Yeah, so now we're just making some tests to see which grade of paper we need, sandpaper we need to use to sand this polyurethane paint.
So, the most scary moment of the building so far.
Yeah, but it's looking really good. It's the first time we see actually the tow rail, because right now they're gonna apply the varnishing, but the tape is been there for like 10 coats, so it's too thick to take the tape off, so we need to exchange the tape. Change the tape.
Why we didn't do this before? We didn't take this before?
Because they were sanding. and then it's easier to take, because if you sand the edge, it's easier to take the tape off.
No, why we didn't do this while the paint was wet?
Oh, because we were gonna give a second coat, and then we need to change the tape too many times, and it's a risk of falling dust on the paint because there is too much dust on the plastic. So yeah, was a decision, but it's working. I mean, it's a little bit harder, but it's working, and that's pretty good. Looking beautiful. Look at that, the tow rail. That's gonna be a surprise now. You cannot see it. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, that's just because there is wind and the dust comes with the wind. So now we close up and it's time for some varnishing. Yeah, let's check it out. That's it. He's just painting the six coats of varnishing. It's almost done. It's really dusty inside, not just like a lot of varnish in the air. So we're gonna wait until it dries to show you the result. But it's looking pretty. It's gonna be really, really cool. While I film, she answers messages. Yeah. See, that's how we answer all the messages. 100% of the messages we receive is because someone is working.
I'm updated now.
Yeah.
For now. This minute.
See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Getting ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're almost ready to start painting the deck. They're gonna start by the top of the deck. We are gonna do in 2 days at least, because it's hard to paint different coats without stepping on in between coats. So basically today we're gonna do this part and the top, and the next day, that means tomorrow, we're gonna do this part. It will make sense later, right?
Yeah.
He's excited. Let's check it out.
Babe? What's going on?
We're just taking the plastic off because we applied varnishing yesterday and the diluent is still evaporating. So we needed to cover today to paint the deck, but now that we are done with this part of the deck, until tomorrow we're gonna open up and let it breathe, let it lose the diluent. I don't know if it made sense, but basically need to lose diluent. It looks amazing. Let's check from far away. That's so cool. Is that cool?
Now we can see the boat without the green tapes.
So cool. Yeah. I mean, it's not white yet.
He likes the green.
Yeah. She don't want, but I really want to have a green stripe on the bottom and on the top as the tape strip. Stripes, obviously. Yeah, it would look so cool. The contrast in between the orange and it would look like a carrot. It's pretty cool. We could call carrot. Yeah, but we can wrap for today because the travel lift is coming and the travel lift is loud. Yeah. No, they're not getting us. They're I think picking up the boat next to us. So see you guys tomorrow. Today is probably the last day of painting the deck. Yeah.
I hope so.
Things are going well. I mean, we just need to do the how you call it, the augury?
The augury.
No, it's called non-skid. Yeah, so today we're gonna finish the deck and then we just need to do the non-skid, but that's another story. It's like one step on each time. It's baby steps. Let's check it out how it's going. You can stay here because she has no mask. I have.
My eyes bad. I think that this is giving my eyes in a bad condition.
Let's give her a break. She can stay outside and I'll go inside. Ready for the surprise?
Yeah, it's about time for me to check the transom.
Transom? Now we know the name yet. Yeah, she didn't see yet. It's just, it's gonna be, yeah, I wanted to show her once it's just ready.
Without the plastic around?
Yeah, so let's see her reaction to the transom.
I'm not good at it.
No, looks beautiful actually. I mean, the whole boat is beautiful, but she's even more beautiful.
Oh, it's different.
So, what do you think?
I think it's gonna be good when the wood is on the top and the name is gonna be here.
Yeah? Yeah, but did you like it?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Boat. If you see from the back, from the stern, it seems like a different boat.
There comes the noise.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for a while until this noise stopped. Yeah, but basically I think that with the wide transom, the boat seems bigger on the stern. Like this is just open up the hull. Check it out. This angle is pretty good.
We would love to show the result of the white deck, but
yeah, unfortunately it's still drying.
Yeah.
I can see, she cannot see much because she's not high enough.
There I can see.
Yeah, but that's how it looks so far. But we cannot go on the top because it's hard to put a ladder without risking to take the paint off. We are gonna wait a few more days just to guarantee.
It's already looking like another boat.
Yeah, but still, this is not finished yet. So what's next?
We need to apply the non-skid on the deck.
Yeah, but the bad news is it's not gonna be this week.
Yeah, it's gonna rain again.
Of course. Yeah, here is like this. It's like 1 week good, 1 week of rain, one good week, one.
But the good news is that the good week
was really good.
It was really good, and they worked painting the boat from Monday to Friday.
Yeah, and it was a lot of painting. I mean, like we got a lot done, and that's great. But now we need to wait for another week until we can start painting again.
Yeah. The boat, the exterior and the interior, because we need to paint the diesel tank, but it's gonna be raining, so we are not gonna do this now.
Yeah, the diesel tank. Someone asked us, why are we gonna paint the diesel tank? It might not be clear on last week's episode, but the paint has a lot of small bubbles that it might be rusted on the inside. I think it's like just superficial rust, but anyways, we don't want to risk that to like crack and then paint are gonna get loose and rust is gonna the whole thing. So we decided that we're gonna sand with the orbital sander, and we are gonna treat well so it lasts for a long time using a proper paint. But yeah, this week we might fix the engine. We are hoping the mechanic have time to come here and we can put the engine back together, but that's not gonna be for next week's episode because it takes time to edit the videos and everything.
We might open the water tank.
Oh, we might open, yeah. It's one thing at a time. We need to finish the diesel tank before we do the water tank, because otherwise we cannot fit all the lids inside of the boat. It's just a mess inside. Seems like a bomb explode inside of the boat. But for this week, I think we did a lot.
And other good news is that we are planning on doing a Q&A in near future, but we don't know when. But if you have any question about us, about the boat, about the refit, about
anything,
just be nice.
Yeah, just be nice. Ask something that is possible to answer. If you ask something that's possible, we're gonna answer everything.
We might don't know the answer actually.
Yeah.
About the future.
Yeah, don't be too creative on the questions.
So just leave your comment on the section comment below.
Yeah.
And we are glad to answer. Yeah, your question.
She's like tired. She's like rumbling, but.
That's okay.
Yeah,
let's welcome our new patrons.
Yeah, so welcome on board.
Robert,
Eugene,
Thomas,
Gert,
Carl,
George,
Keith,
Benjamin, and we also want to thank the donations through our PayPal.
So thanks a lot, Donald,
Ruben,
and Mehmet.
So I guess we see you guys
next week.
Next week. Bye.